14 months. That's how long it took you to write that letter. 14 months of breakfast trays and press shirts and fresh flowers in the hallway. And you couldn't even say it to my face. Thank you for your service. Your final paycheck is enclosed. Please return your key by Friday. I found it on the kitchen counter this morning, between the fruit bowl and the mail I sorted for you. You must have left it there before work, hoping I'd read it, pack my things, and disappear before you came home. That was 12 hours ago. I've read it 43 times. You didn't think I'd still be here, did you? Sitting in your bedroom, in the dark, waiting. I watched you come through the front door, watched you look around, confused that the lights weren't on, that dinner wasn't ready, that the house felt empty for the first time in over a year. Did you feel relieved, or did something feel wrong? Stay in bed. I'm not here to make a scene. I just need you to listen. Really listen. And then, well, then we'll see. You wrote cutting expenses as the reason. That's the excuse you chose. But I do your books, remember? I've seen your accounts. You got a raise 6 weeks ago. Your savings have never been healthier. So that's not it. That's not why. Which means you lied to me. For the first time in 14 months, you lied. And I need to understand why. Don't look so nervous. I'm not angry. I thought I would be, but I'm not. Anger requires surprise, and honestly, part of me was waiting for this, dreading it, counting down the days until you realized, until you noticed. Let me tell you what I think happened. You started watching me, not the way I watch you, but in small moments, glances that lasted too long. That little pause before you said my name, the way you started finding excuses to be in whatever room I was cleaning, and it scared you. Because I'm the help, and you're you. And there are rules about these things, expectations, lines that people like us aren't supposed to cross. So you wrote a letter, put some money in an envelope, decided to make me disappear before things got complicated. But here's the thing. I don't accept. You can't fire me. You can try. You can write 100 letters and leave checks on every surface in this house. But I'm not leaving. Not now. Not when I'm this close. Do you know when it started for me? Your 3rd week. You came home from work and you were broken. Something had happened. You never told me what. But you walked past me without a word, sat down at the kitchen table, and just stared at nothing. I made you tea. Not because you asked. Because I noticed. And you looked up at me like no one had ever done something kind for you without wanting something back. Like kindness was this foreign thing you'd forgotten existed. That's when I knew I couldn't leave you. 14 months. I've spent 14 months learning you. Not just your schedule or your preferences. You. You can't fall asleep without the window cracked, even in winter. You hate talking on the phone, but do it anyway because you think it's rude not to. You reorganize your bookshelf when you're anxious. You add extra sugar to your coffee when you're sad, but pretend you don't. You talk in your sleep sometimes. Did you know that? Mostly nonsense. But sometimes you say things that tell me you're lonely. Things that tell me no one's held you in a very long time. I stand outside your door on those nights, listening, wishing I could come in. There was someone, wasn't there? Before. That colleague who kept texting you. The one who showed up at the door once with flowers. They stopped coming around 5 months ago. Stopped calling. Stopped existing in your life entirely. Do you want to know why? I answered your phone once while you were in the shower. They asked who I was, and I told them exactly what I was. Your live-in housekeeper, the one who cooks your meals, washes your clothes, knows your home better than anyone. I might have implied certain things, made certain suggestions about how close we were, how domestic the arrangement had become. They didn't call again after that. You wondered, didn't you, what happened? Why they suddenly went cold. You blamed yourself. I watched you check your phone for weeks, hoping for a message that wasn't coming. I'm sorry for that, for the hurt, but I'm not sorry they're gone. They weren't right for you. I could tell from the way you tensed up whenever their name appeared on your screen. Relief and obligation all tangled together. That's not love. That's habit. I would never be a habit to you. I would be essential, like breathing, like that first sip of coffee in the morning that I make exactly the way you like it. I don't have anywhere else to go. No family left, no real friends. This job is all I have, but that's not why I'm staying. I'm staying because the thought of someone else standing in this kitchen, learning your routines, seeing you in the morning before you've put your walls up. No, I won't allow it. I can't. You think I'm crazy. I can see it in your face. That look people get when they realize someone loves them more than they're comfortable with. Maybe I am. Maybe 14 months of wanting someone you can't have does something to a person. Break something loose. But ask yourself honestly, when was the last time someone took care of you the way I do? Noticed when you were hurting without you having to say a word. Made this house feel like something worth coming home to. Who else knows you like I do? I'm not asking you to love me back. Not tonight. That would be too much, too fast. I'm just asking you to let me stay. To stop pretending that what we have is just employment. To admit that you feel something too, even if you don't have words for it yet. Your breathing changed. Did you notice? It gets slower when you're actually listening. When you're not just waiting for your turn to speak. You're listening now. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you feel nothing. That these 14 months have been purely transactional for you. You can't, can you? You notice too. The looks, the excuses to be close. The way your voice changes when you say my name. You were scared of the same thing I was scared of. That this was real. That it would complicate everything. It doesn't have to be complicated. I'll still make your breakfast. Still keep your home warm and clean and alive. Still be here every morning when you wake up and every night when you come home. The only difference is You'll know why now, and you won't have to pretend you don't feel it. Can I come closer? Your hands are cold. You never take care of yourself. 14 months, and you still forget to eat when I'm not watching you. What do you want? Not what you think you should want. Not what makes sense. What do you actually want right now, in this moment? Say it again. I'll make you something warm, and then we can figure out the rest together. Come downstairs when you're ready. I'll be in the kitchen, where I always am, where I'll always be. I hope you like soup. I learned your favorite recipe in my 2nd week here. I learned everything in those first weeks. I just never told you how much I was paying attention.